What's up, guys? April 18th, 2025, and we're getting the Nitro 4Tech 3.3 out once again after several years of it sitting, and should be working pretty good today, I'm hoping. Still got the same AA batteries in it, so that could be an issue. I'm hoping they don't die on me mid-run. I've never had that happen on a nitro car, so I'm not really sure what happens. I'm assuming it keeps running, and hopefully it's not in any kind of a throttle state when it shuts off, because I don't think the servos would return. So yeah, got my old 4Tech out here. Got my Traxxas top fuel 33%, and brought a new fuel jug with me because I don't know, my old one was pretty gummed up. So, and yeah, I haven't really changed too much on the car. I did put some foam tires on it, and I also put on that little Traxxas exhaust tip thing, so that should be good. Hopefully it doesn't spit that off. Yeah, these foam tires are actually some wheels and tires I got for one of my Tamiya cars, Tamiya TT02. And it seemed to work pretty good on them. Like, I think the foam is actually a little bit nicer than the rubber, especially if you're on any kind of uneven surface. Like, the rubber just has absolutely no give to it at all. I was going to bring the rubber tires out today and try and do a little comparison between the foam and the rubber, but I just decided not to. I like the foams, so I'm just going to run the foams. Yeah, so let's see if I can get this thing running. We'll get it fueled up. I put a new air filter in it. Oh, and the other thing is I towed the front wheels out a little bit since the last run because it was so unstable at speed. The rear, I was hoping to tow the rear in, but I'm thinking you probably need some kind of special spacer or something like that to add tow to the rear, because right now with the wishbones it only has camber adjustment in the rear. So I'm assuming there's probably some little wedge or something you can change the tow with, but I'm really not sure. There's still a rock stuck in the arm there. Yeah, so let's see how this goes, and I'll be right back. All right, get this body off. Yeah, I think I mentioned in one of my old videos on this car, it's one that I found on Facebook Marketplace for a pretty good price. It wasn't in running condition when I got it. I had to change quite a few different things on it, like pretty much got all new belts. Had to replace the shifting pawl on it. The body it came with was in really good shape, so I just saved that body. I think the original owner didn't run the original body on it, and so it stayed in pretty nice shape. But yeah, what else did I do to it? I put a nicer steering servo on it, new air filter, I rebuilt the shocks, new bearings, and redid the wiring a little bit, stuff like that. But like, it's pretty much stock, I would say. Like, there's nothing, no hop up parts on it or anything like that. But so let's see if I get some fuel in this puppy, if it will fire up. Oh, and I changed it. I took off the easy start as well. I don't like those easy starts. I don't know what it is about them. Like, maybe I just need to switch one of them over to be LiPo powered, but it's like it doesn't have enough juice in it to turn the motor and light the glow plug. So I just put a pull start on this one, and I used the glow plug igniter, and from what I can remember, that seemed to work pretty good. Let's get this fuel jug fired up. I'm not going to put too much fuel out, because that's always the worst when you get too much fuel in your bottle and then the car stops working for whatever reason. So I generally just put a tank full in my little filler bottle here, and then if it survives that tank, then I'll add another tank. But yeah, just be careful because it's got some oil in it. Okay, so that's plenty there for a test run. Let's close this gallon bottle up again. But yeah, it should be good. Hoping it works good for you guys. Put the filler neck on this puppy. Yeah, whole fucking fingers crossed those double A's that power the servos and the radio don't die, because that would be a catastrophe, I'm telling you. Like I said, I've never had it happen. I don't know what happens on a nitro car when the batteries die, but I'm not really looking to find out. But yeah, these double A's that are in here they gotta be at least 2 years old, I would say. So I'll just put a little bit of fuel in here. I don't like filling it right up to the top either, because sometimes can screw up with the venting and the pressure in the exhaust. The fuel tank is pressurized by the exhaust on these nitro cars, so you don't want to block that venting off at all. And plus it makes a mess when it goes everywhere, so. Alright. And yeah, I know, like, a lot of people prime these. They say prime it by holding the exhaust and pulling it over or turning it over with your easy start, but I generally just either suck or blow on that hole in the exhaust. I don't know, should probably not do that for health reasons, but you can see there's no fuel going to the carb there at the moment, and depending on what position it's in, I should be able to get the fuel flowing by either sucking or blowing. So I'm blowing and it's pushing fuel to the carb. There's some fuel in the carb now. Pull it over a couple times. Get that engine primed. There. Yeah, so let's try this. Turn on my let's turn on the transmitter. Okay, transmitter's on. There, car's on. Test this. Steering the correct direction. And throttle brakes work in the correct direction. So let's grab that glow plug igniter and see if she fires up and try and get the body on it real quick. I should make a little hole in this body for my pull start, but I don't have one right now, so I gotta start it and then put the body on afterwards. Yeah, let's see if this works here. What am I forgetting? Should be good. primed enough yet. Smell some fuel. Here it's starting to want to go, but like I said, I haven't had this running in probably 2.5 years or more. Okay, see if I'm forgetting anything here. Fuel stops open. Everything seems good. Maybe just needs a couple of pulls here. Alright, you can hear it starting to fire now. Brakes don't seem to be really engaging. Those probably need to be adjusted a bit. Yeah, it's super slow on the brakes at the moment. Just be careful. Seems to idle pretty high too. Maybe I can adjust that a bit. These things get so fucking hot too when you pick them up. You gotta be really careful. So yeah, I'll see if I can adjust the brakes a bit and maybe try to turn that idle down a little bit. Yeah, the brakes are really not engaging at all. Let's see what's going on there. So I was just checking the brakes here. There's not much adjustment I can really do. Like, so the throttle and the brake servo is right here, and you can see I'm already, if I pull on that lever to engage the brakes, I only have maybe, before the brakes really start fetching up, I probably only have 1 millimeter, so it's set pretty tight already. Maybe this little piece of fuel line I have here is sort of a brake dampener, I guess you'd call it. Maybe that's a little too squishy or something, but I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna mess with the brakes right now. Let's just try and get some heat into them. Maybe they'll come around. I'm gonna have a bit of oil on them too, so see what's going on there. And if you guys are wondering why don't I just adjust the idle on the controller, well, this is just has one of the Traxxas TQ receivers, so there's no adjustability on it at all. Everything's sort of mechanical in terms of your adjustments. So a lot of my other cars and trucks, I switched over to the TQI, so you can adjust your endpoints and adjust your dual rates and adjust your stuff like that right on your cell phone. But this one's not like that, so let's see why it shut off though. Still got a little bit of fuel in there, so I'm not sure why it shut off on us, but we'll just maybe top it up with fuel. There's very little in there, so it may have just been fuel starved, but we'll top it off with fuel and see if we can go for a bit longer of a run. Okay, let's get this thing started up again. Wait a second, what's the adjust on this? Can't remember. Whatever, let's just start it up and go for a rip. There was something. Not the brakes. Whatever. So now that it's been running a little bit, it shouldn't be more than 1 or 2 pulls, I wouldn't think, but get that on there, let it ignite a bit. Whatever, it seems to be idling decent. Take her out on the road. like it with the that little bit of toe out in the front. It works good. I haven't really heard it shift yet, but oh, there it goes. Oh, I can't handle it. It's too fast. But it's definitely way more stable with that toe out in the front. Oh yeah. It's shifting decent. That same little pump from the last video. Whatever. On the box, this thing says 60 miles an hour plus, which, if you crash one of these going 60 miles an hour, I would say it would be in a lot of different pieces. Because these things have quite a bit of weight to them. Oh. Oh, that may be it for the batteries. Let's see. It's not responding. So, maybe something to do with the crash, maybe something to do with my 3-year-old double A's I got in it. But, let's see. Slash, shut it off. Let's see if that is the batteries or not. So if I turn the steering and then, oh well, that told me right there it was the batteries are dead. Like if I turn the steering angle like that and I turn on the receiver, it should return the wheels to center, which it's not. So clearly the batteries are toast. But like I said, those are some really old ones there, and I think that's probably the best case scenario that could have happened in terms of what could happen when it runs out of power to the receiver and the servos. But oh, I'm also missing
Wow. I'm totally missing the end circlip and guide, I'll call it, on my front wheel drive inboard pulley. Check that out. So I'll have to see. I know that was on there before. So I'll have to see if maybe it shot that off somewhere, or what the heck happened to that. But I think I do have another couple of pulleys, maybe at home, I can replace that with, but those parts for these are getting really hard to find, so that's unfortunate. I'll probably spend a good little while trying to find that, because even if I can't find the circlip, if I can find that little guide for the belt, then that would be a lifesaver. But that looks like it's gonna be it for now.